Forgot to turn the mic on. Hi, 0101 here. So, as you can see in my hand here, I got this nifty little tool here. And I did some upgrades, well, not really upgrades, just some modifications. So I made it so that way there are wires going to each floor. And in order to get up onto the third floor, just go up there, grab it. And even if you're going up like a pretty steep incline like I am, you can still actually go up. So yeah, I have elevators now. And that's pretty freaking awesome. Okay, so additionally, I was watching the power for a while, and I think I figured out how things are supposed to work. So if you notice here that we've got this, our production line is pretty solid, right? So what happens, especially with these biomass burners, you see that it's still at 199. What happens is the coal power plants run at 100% or whatever percent you set them at all times, right? So even if you're not using, that much fuel, or not that much power, I should say, they're still producing that much. Now, the biomass burners are different, right? They will scale with power. So what happens here is if for whatever reason my usage goes up above this dark gray line, the dark gray line actually bumps up a little bit because these biomass burners kick on. And so with that, I've got an extra 60 megawatts of just kind of like a buffer. And if I really want to, I could fill these up too and get an extra 40 because those are 20 each. So that would give me an extra 100 megawatts of just, buffer in case things, go crazy. Now, our total usage right now is 443, so that would protect us up to, total usage is at like 4 something, about 416. It's about the max. Sometimes we did get up to 443. So this will protect us up to about 540 megawatts if I power these guys on, which I think I'm actually going to do. And so that should help us a little bit with our power situation. I'm hoping anyways. So let's throw this on here. And then we'll connect this to here and to there. Okay. So now we've got an extra 20 megawatts of usage if we need to. So this is like how much it could protect up to. And then max consumption, I'm not sure what the blue line means. So I think the blue line is if everything that I have was working all at the same time, that's how much power it would actually use. And then the production here is what is being currently produced by my coal power plants. And I'm assuming that if you had fuel power plants or nuclear power plants, that this would also include those as well. And then this gray line up here includes all of our production, including the biomass burners, which work as needed. So I'm assuming that once I get into the batteries and you get that nice spinning reserve thing, that's what it's officially called, I think that will add to the overall capacity as well. So it's kind of what we got going on for the power. So we're technically good up to 543. But once again, just kind of depends on what's going on. If I drop one of those, if I drop one coal power plant, then these 4 right here will be able to keep up with the power demand until that comes on or comes back on. Actually, just this, and one of those will be good enough. So these kind of act like a buffer now, and it also gives you a good reason to, kind of get all the biofuel going. So it's actually kind of clever. So I like the way that they did this. And then also, if you take a look at our current milestone, you will see that we are working on basic steel production. And I think I have enough to finish that off. So, oh hey, they updated. Now I got the little fist thing instead of the...
Steel production unlocked. Foundry grants access to new simple steel parts.
Nice.
An additional project part can now be constructed. Progress to the next phase is now possible.
Nice. Okay. So the reason why we need that is because if we go into here and we get our advanced steel production, this includes the Mark II miners, which we're definitely going to need with our coal situation. So it's going to be interesting. So we'll have this set up as our next milestone. We can get all the pieces and parts for this already, except for the steel tubes. So that's really the only thing that we're missing. And this is kind of acting like a little elevator, which is really, really nice. Oh, and also usage for this, if you click and then you just hold down until you hit the pole, you just drop off. But if you let go before you hit the pole, you jump off. So it's kind of like a timing thing. So here I jump off. Like I didn't hit the jump at all. That's just kind of what it did. Okay, so we should have another 500 quick wire here, which is good. Oh, and also the zipline thing does not need this to be powered. So this is not connected to anything, and yet it still works just fine. So that's pretty cool. All right, how are we doing on power? I mean, I think we should be fine with power, just as long as like multiple coal power plants don't drop off. And then another thing that I wanted to do in preparation for getting those switches, Caterium, yeah, these things. Sorry about that. Yeah, so power switches. I need steel bars. At least I think that's what they're called, steel frames maybe, I don't know. But I need those, and I need the AI units, and in order to make the AI units, at least I think that's what they are. Yeah, AI limiter. You need a bunch of this stuff and a bunch of that stuff. So I can make a bunch of these and kind of get that started, maybe. And then also I can grab some Caterium plate, or Caterium ingots anyways, and get this kind of going too, to get some extra slots, so I'll work on that. So yeah, this is all just kind of doing its thing. But yeah, that's so much nicer than going up those stairs, so definitely okay with that. All right, so I need 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. And then the next thing that I needed was these. So we'll grab a couple hundred of those. And then also the reinforced plates, which are these ones. So we'll grab a bunch of those. And then that should be enough to get us what we need. All right. So there we go. Hit the pole, drop down. Nice. Okay. So Caterium. Oh yeah, wire. Need wire. I like this elevator. It's nice. Okay, so I think wire is this one. So we'll just grab all of it. And then we'll head down. Okay. All right, so let's try this again. So 2 minutes, we'll have an extra 6 spaces, which will be nice. And then after that, what else do we need? High-speed connectors, we don't need those yet. I do need these though. So I need 10 of the AI limiters. So let's make those. Okay. So there's one. Okay, so there's 10 of those. And then I think it said that we needed more reinforced plates, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go and grab that. Take our elevator up. Nice. And then another thing that I'm going to do in preparation for getting the power switches is to reroute the power over to the hab. So that way I can have all of my switches over there. Okay, so that'll be good there. And then our pod's going to return pretty quickly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off 2 of the floors. So the first 2 floors. So that way we can get our energy usage down. And then I'm going to work on building a steel factory over by the coal, because we're going to need the coal, and there is an iron node over there that we can use. And then we can start making parts, and yeah, and then we can start advancing in our stuff. So how are we doing? Play to pocket dimension. Nice. Is there a message?
Pocket dimension has been inflated.
Oh, that's it? Okay. All right, so now we need these guys. And that'll take 5 minutes. And the reason why we need those is for the 4th floor. And also the reason why we left a lot of space here is because we're going to throw each of these on here, have one of them set for overflow. So that way when these fill up all the way, then the overflow will go up, and then I'll have that go into, what is that thing called? The sink. And I can actually make one, so I should probably put it in. Also, kind of want to put it in the corner, so let's just throw this in here, give it something to back up against. Okay, sink. Okay, and then, okay, so that'll put us right in the corner. And that is where everything will go into. So there's going to be, what are those things called? Yeah, so some lifts, conveyor lifts, going off of these, going up, and then going off. And there's going to be a bunch of mergers onto a single line. That single line will flow into there. So anything that we have that's overflow will then go into the Awesome Sink, which should give us tickets and allow us to keep everything running all the time and always generating tickets, which will be nice. But it looks like all of this stuff still has a ways before it'll get actually full all the way. And then we'll have a nice, collection of just stuff here, which will be real nice. And these are all at 200, so stacks of 200, and this goes up to stacks of 500. I think this is also 200, yeah. And this is 200. And then this is the rotors, and they go up to 100. I think they were 50 before. These go up to 100. I think they were also 50 before. These go up to 500. I don't remember what they were before. Were they at 500? No, I don't think they were at 500. Were they at 100? I don't know. Anyways. Oh, wow, this is full all the way? Okay. So, lots of stuff to do. And then eventually, as we start building other places and we need some of these pieces and parts to go, in other places, we'll build either like a train situation or like a land bridge type thing. And we'll just throw a shit ton of belts on there and get the parts wherever they need to go. It would be nice if I could get them all to go to kind of like a central location. But then again, watching some of Kibit's videos, having everything in one location probably isn't the best for the frame rate, so we're going to try to keep everything separated as we can. So yeah, it'll be fun. All right, so what do we need now? Did that come back yet? I think it came back. Yeah. Okay, so let's start picking up all of our parts for that. I have hiccups right now for some reason. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so that'll give us a ton of concrete. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Apparently failing. Okay, so we need a bunch of rotors, and I have 200. So we're good there. We are going to need a shit ton of wire. I don't think I have enough stored up yet. Yeah, I don't. And then we're also going to need the steel production. So let's get this started, and then we'll start reworking the power. Okay, so we're going to do that, do that, do that. Okay, so that'll be good. And that's kind of where we'll leave it at for now. Okay. So our power comes in on the second floor. Wait, no, it comes in here. Okay, so it comes in on the first floor. So we're going to take this and we're going to route it this way. Probably on the outside of the building. I don't know how that's going to work, though. Can I do that? Okay, so that's up on the third one. Okay. So there is one, this is the second one, and is this the third one? Yeah, okay. So if we, well, actually, I'm going to need to get off here. And then also, at what height am I putting this? Okay, so at that level. Okay, I don't know how this is going to work, if it will work, but we'll give it a shot. Okay. So we're going to go with these wall outlets, and then they need to be, I think it was like, it's hard to see because like the inside has these markings, whereas the outside doesn't. So if we know that that's in the middle, wait, is that in the middle? No, it's not. Or is it? I can't tell. Okay, we'll assume that it's in the middle because that'll make things a little easier. So we'll throw this one here, we'll throw that one there, and then I think I can use that as a corner piece. Yeah, okay. And then we'll take this over here. I don't know if it can reach all the way over there. Hopefully it can. Okay, so this is the main power coming in. And then this is going to have to probably follow along here a little bit. Okay. So as far as all this goes, I think I'm going to kind of alter this a little bit. So we'll put our reserves, I guess is what we'll call it, back here. And then we'll throw 3 reserves. And then, let's see, then we're going to need some power. Well, we'll put this kind of over here, I guess. I know I'm putting in like way too many poles, but I just want it to like look nice, you know? I need cable. Okay. Take the elevator. All right, and then cable is in the second one. So we'll grab a bunch, because why not? All right. And that can go there, and then this can go here, and this can go here. And then also, if I throw a pole here, and then throw this here, so that way everything, like all of our reserves, so this is 30, 30, 30, and 40, so it's 130 megawatts of reserve. And then this can go. Okay, so we'll throw fuel. And some more fuel. And some more fuel. Okay, so that gives us 130 megawatts of additional stuff. Okay, and then I want to have like a switch here so we can turn this on and off as needed. I mean, it's probably always going to be connected, but still. Okay. So just for now, we'll throw this onto here, this onto here. So this is going to be our main power coming in. And then our switch is going to be like in here somewhere. Okay, so that now gives us all of our reserves, which means that we can now take these down. Okay. Okay, so next thing is we're going to need to get power to each floor. And we're going to have 4 floors, so if we assume that this is first floor, second floor, third floor, and then fourth floor. Or I could alter it a little bit and have like first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. It's like switch on here, switch on here, switch on here, and then a switch on here. And then, let me see. I should probably wall this in. I can't put anything there. Okay, so if we do it that way. Okay, how is our power usage? Okay, I think we'll be okay to disconnect the reserves temporarily. Okay, and then we'll do a double plug. So something like that. Okay, so that puts our reserves back on, which is good. Okay. Okay, so then switch, 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 switch. We're going to need... Actually, hang on. Let me make this double height. And then we'll throw on some foundations for a roof. And then we're disconnecting our reserves again. We're going to throw in a double. That'll work. Okay. Okay. So that throws our reserves back in. Okay. And now we just need some switching in here. So if we, I have no idea how big those things are, but I know that we're going to need like power plugs. So I feel like these are spread out like way too much, but it'll be fine. Okay, so then we're going to need our input. Oh, and right, if we have our input in here, then we're only going to need, and these can only do 4 connections, right? Okay. So then we'll throw this one up here. Okay, and then just a normal plug here, and that'll be an inside plug. And then we'll throw in another one here, and then that can feed that one. And then over here, just basically doing the same thing. Because I can only get 4 connections off of these plugs. That's why I'm going with splitting that up a little bit. Okay. And then this output here is going to be what's actually going to go to the floor itself. So... go ahead and throw a wall on here, on here. And we're probably gonna have to build this up, and then also up there. And then we'll put the double plugs kind of in the middle. I think that's in the middle. And then we'll have that one just be kind of low. Okay, so then this is the first floor plug. And then this will be the second floor plug. This will be the third floor plug. And then the fourth floor plug. Let's throw in another one of these guys. Is that even in the right spot? I can't tell. Yeah, that's at the same height. Okay, good. And then that will go up to... Actually, I'm going to need this to go around the corner, aren't I? And then this will go up to the fourth floor. Okay. So this is going to be kind of like a little switch room, I guess, if you want to call it that. Okay. So for now, we'll just have these be connected. And then if we need to shut off a room, we can just come in here and shut it off. Okay, so now we need to change how our power is coming in so that way it runs off of here and not anything else. So we'll throw a plug here, have that run into there, have that connect onto there, and that's going to power this whole thing. And currently it's being powered here, so we can now get rid of that. Everything still runs, good. And then also we can get rid of these. Everything still has power, good to go. And then that can be just a single plug, but I don't want to get rid of it yet. Okay. So let's see, we need to go up to the next floor, which will be this guy. Okay. So this will connect into there. So that's going to power this entire grid. And then this pole here is just to kind of check the status of the power. It's not actually doing anything. Okay. How is this? Oh, okay. So that's being in there. Okay. Good to go. Everything is still powered. Good to go. Which means we're probably not going to need this or this. Okay. And then also, because this is now done, I can get rid of this. Okay, and then this is fine. We'll just connect that in like that. Good to go. It's like it was never there. Okay. All right, so now we need to go up to the next floor, which will be this guy. Okay. And then we should be able to just plug in here. Good to go. All right. Okay, seriously. Okay, so then this can now go. We don't need that. Okay, good to go. And then that's going up to the next floor, which we're not going to need at all now. Okay. so that's that. And then we'll go up to the final floor and we'll get some power hooked up in here. That is a terrible place for that. Okay. Okay, so we'll build this up one more and then we'll throw, or should we do 3? Because I mean, everything's kind of at 3. And then we'll throw in a double plug kind of there. Get rid of this. All right. And then that guy has to go up to this guy. And then for now, we'll throw that in there. That'll be good to go. Okay. And then another thing that I want to do is I want to move this off of the corner so I can put a wall there. So this is going to get redone. And then I'm going to pull each of these off of the corner as well. Okay, so that's good. And then this can go there. Good to go. Oh, and if you're wondering why I have this little ramp right here, with the angle that this is going up, it's really, really hard to reach that, the wire right there with this thing. So after missing, you know, probably about 50% of the time, I figured I just put this in there. Now I can get it 100%. So it's good to go. All right, so now if I want to disconnect an entire floor, let's say I want to disconnect the first floor, I do that, and now the entire first floor is off. And if I want to disconnect the second floor, I'll just hit that, and now the second floor is off. So that's how that's going to work. Should be pretty straightforward. What is this doing? I don't think that's actually doing anything. So we'll get rid of that. Okay. Okay, so fun times. Now we can check our power usage and you can see that what we're actually using dropped down significantly. So with this, we can start working on our steel factory because now we have power. Oh, drink of the day, Monster Energy Zero Ultra. Quite delicious. And then I think I'm going to have to power this copper mine off of the 3rd floor. So let me get that done real quick. All right, so I'm gonna head up to the 3rd floor. So the reason why is because it's currently powered off of the 1st floor, but the 1st floor has nothing to do with copper. So the 1st floor is all iron. So it doesn't really make sense to have the miner that's feeding that. Oh, and that's actually not the right place. We need to go here. Okay. So that way when we turn this thing off, like it'll actually turn off what we want it to turn off. You know what I mean? All right, so we're gonna throw that into there. Connect this up to something. Okay, that'll work. And then I'm gonna need, oh, that's gonna hurt. Yep. Okay, so then we need another wall. Although we'll get rid of this because I still want to be able to walk through here. Okay, so then we'll take this, have this go. That is not what I wanted you to do. Okay, and then we'll disconnect that. Okay, good to go. Now, likewise, with these miners here, this iron miner is going up well, both of these are going up to the 3rd floor, so we need basically 3rd floor to power this. And right now, it's not powered by anything. Okay, so we'll get rid of this double plug. Okay. And then we throw in another wall just because. All right, power plug. Can I have it go like in the middle? I think I'm gonna have it go in the middle. Okay. So then that's gonna go off of that, and then I need a double plug here to feed that. Okay, and then I need to go up to the 3rd floor to connect the power there. All right. That'll be this one here. All right, good to go. Okay, so these all still have power, which is what we want. And then we have this guy here. So we're going to throw that in there, which will then get our miners up and running again, which is good. It'll get our concrete up and running again, which is also good. And then we can continue making stuff on the 3rd floor since the 3rd floor is still connected, technically. Okay. So with this, we can start going over to the coal area and start working on all that stuff. So I do know that I am going to need a miner. Do I have one stored? Like a little auto miner? I have. Okay, good. We're also going to need one for the coal. And I'm also going to need some kind of storage. Okay, so let me see organization. Give me a little storage box here. And then we'll throw it. How do I know which way is the front way? Is this the front? I don't know. We'll assume it's the front. Okay, and then we'll throw all but that into there. Okay, good to go. Right. And then I'm going to deposit the leaves that I have because I don't need them. Okay, good to go. So we've got our little relay room thing here. Works quite nicely. And now we're going to head over to the coal area. So I'm going to pause the recording and resume when I get over there. All right, so here we are. We're going to be tapping off of this coal right here. So I'm going to just throw this down right away. And then the iron that I need is in here somewhere. So now we get to try and find it. We have some quartz, which is fine. I think it's like over here somewhere. Could be wrong. And I think there are animals in here, so I have to watch out for them as well. I think it was over by here. Yeah, like in there. So, all right. Might as well pick that up. Get out of the way, at least. Okay. Now, I do believe, yeah, there are critters in here. Okay, sir. Can we not do that? Where did you go? Hello? Where did you go? Oh, there he is. Dude, what are you doing over there? Come over here. I want to talk to you. Thank you. Okay. And also there's a cave behind this waterfall, in case you didn't know. I think it's just the bacon mushrooms in there. I think. That was terrible. And I think there's also spiders in there, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. So let's do a jump and slide in here. Okay. I really, really, really don't like the spiders. Kind of creepy. But, oh hey, this actually goes through. Unless that just opens up into a much larger area, which I suppose is always possible. Spiders? Spiders? No? What's down here? Okay, that's... I don't think I want to go in there because that might be a hole in the world. Okay. So it goes into like a huge cavern. With a worm. Or a slug, power slug, whatever you want to call it. But I think... Pretty sure there are spiders in here. And like the big ones. But yeah, this is kind of like a nice area. Like if you want to get some additional water. You can set up some stuff in here. I mean, it looks really cool. I'm worried about the spiders, though. I don't like them. I mean, they're easy enough to kill, but still, when you get the big ones, unless you have, like, the advanced weapon, they can be a pain. I don't see any critters. But I really don't want to go over there and get that right now. But there is water in here, so you can go and grab some water out of here if you need to. You could probably set up, I don't know, probably 6 of the extractors. But for now, I don't need to go in here or get any of this stuff, so I'm just going to head back out. But I will try to remember that it is, in fact, there. Okay. All right, so now what we came here for is this iron here, and it is pure. I think the copper is pure too. No, it's normal. Okay. And then there's also limestone in here somewhere. I think it's... I don't remember exactly where it is. But there is limestone in here. I don't remember where it is exactly. So if you wanted to, you could technically set up a starter base in here. It's just that you're kind of limited on resources. So let's get this guy in here. And then, let me see. Not quite far enough. Okay, then we need to set up some sort of bridge or road or something in here to get from here over to here. And then also, where do I want to set up? Well, I guess we just start putting stuff down and see how it goes. And that will get us, go one more. Okay, and that'll get us straight to where we need to be. Actually need this guy. Okay, and then I'm going to get rid of this. Should give me a clear path onto here, which is good. Okay. That is not where I wanted you to go. All right. Then we'll throw a conveyor pole up on here. There's those red birds again. I don't think they pay attention to physics at all because they're pretty much flying through rock, but it's kind of cool that they're here, so I'm not going to complain too much. Okay, so do I want to throw in ramps here and just kind of use up the space, or do I want to throw in like a little power pole issue type thing here? I can do it kind of like this. It's kind of cheating a little bit, but then we'll go up onto here. Good to go. Easy enough. All right. Okay, so we're gonna angle this a little bit differently. We want it to go kind of over here, so that'll be good. So that way I can bring in the copper too if I need to. Not that I think I'm gonna need to, but I can if I want to. Okay, so then we'll throw this here. Now this is bringing in, so it's a pure node, so it'll bring out 120. So we do need to use the big one. And we'll do that, and then we'll do that. Okay. And the big one, I mean like the Mark II belts, in case that wasn't clear. Okay, so now we need to clear out some more space. Probably get rid of this. Okay, and that'll bring us kind of over here. So we've got decently straight shot. So we're going to, actually what I could have done is left that there and then threw in a little tiny ramp and then have this go over here, because then that should get it above the ground. Okay. Then we'll throw this over here, and then we'll throw another pole there. So that way I can zip line into there if I need to. Okay, and then Mark II belt. Get that up to here. Then we'll get it over to here. Okay. Good to go. All right. And now we need to start thinking about where we want to set up our little factory. Oh, hey buddy. What are you doing? Didn't even see him there. Okay. So I don't want to get rid of too much of this flora because I kind of like it. So let me see. I should be able to set up kind of like over here, I think. I think this will be fine. Just kind of like a little factory here because, I mean, it doesn't take much to make the steel. So let's probably put it, I don't know, about right here. And then we'll just clear just the stuff that's kind of in the way. Okay. And then we'll build this over here so we can still like run under there if needed. And then, should we go one more? Yeah, let's go one more. And then we'll do the thicker one. Okay, and that should just about cover us. We might want to extend it a little bit farther, maybe. Encroaching another clearance. What is in here that it is encroaching upon? Maybe it's this. I mean, it shouldn't be this. Because it should be able to build through stuff, right? Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so we can still kind of run under here if we need to. This guy, if it ever decides to refruit, I can go and get that, so that's good. And plus it doesn't get rid of too much of the flora. So then all I need to do is change this direction. And we'll have that come in over here. Throw in a wall. And this is normal, right? Yeah. But I suppose I should still do like a Mark II belt in case I ever decide to overclock it. Okay, and then we'll bring in the iron over here. And that's where that will go. Okay, so that's where that's going. I want to leave these like little balloon looking things there if I can. So let's, okay, and then we'll throw in a thick guy right there. Okay. So we'll continue with this up until here. Is that correct? I think that's correct. I'm probably going to end up needing more. Okay. Okay, so we want to go kind of through the middle here. All right. We want to go kind of through here. I think that'll be good. And then we'll run that into there. Okay, so that is relatively straight. All right, we are at 55 minutes already. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw this in here on the corner. And then let's throw this in here. And then we'll throw this over to here. Okay, so that'll work for that. All right. So now we need to work on powering everything. And then I'm going to make this the ceiling. Okay. And then I do want to put in a little relay room, and I'll probably do that right here on this wall. Okay, so then power in will go here, and we'll go down to a couple of plugs here. And then this will be the main relay for this whole thing. And then we can throw in power plug here and another power plug here. Okay, so that'll go there. And then this can go out to there. That'll be good to go. And then from here, we can connect this directly into there. Okay. So that should start getting stuff up and running. All right. So, fun times. We've got the basic outline for our steel factory. Now all we have to do is figure out how much stuff we can put in here and go from there. So that will be it for this episode. We're at 58.5 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later. Have a good one.